The sky was black, no stars, no moons. Just silence. Eli Mercer opened his eyes slowly. Dust was falling from the ceiling. The lights above him flickered, then went dark. The air smelled like rust and something dead. He blinked, trying to remember. Where he was, Base Theta. He whispered. He was supposed to be on a repair mission with his team. Fix a broken power grid on an old alien base. Quick job, in and out. That was the plan, but now... The room was empty, cold, silent. He stood up. His joints ached. His mouth was dry. He checked his wristcom. Dead. No signal. No time. No team. He was alone. Eli stumbled to the door. It didn't open. He pried it open with his wrench, his old friend from Earth, and stepped into the hallway. Broken lights. Cracked walls, wires hanging like vines. This place was falling apart. "Hello?" he shouted. His voice echoed. No answer. He ran to the comms room. It was locked. He forced it open. The screen was smashed. But a small red light blinked. A signal. A warning. He leaned in. The message repeated in static. Emergency departure. Shuttle launched. Dock locked. Crew evacuated. He stared at it, heart pounding. They left. They left without him. Backstory began to creep in. Eli remembered what happened. He was fixing the coolant pump in Sector 3. A simple job. But then, an explosion. He hit his head. Everything went dark. The team must have thought he was dead. Or maybe they panicked. Did they even look for him? Now he was stranded on a dead alien base. Light years from home. He checked the supply room. Half empty. Enough food for maybe a week. Water filters working, barely. He had to survive. And he had to find a way to send a message. But as he searched the base, he realized something strange. The alien tech, dark metal, glowing veins, sharp angles. It wasn't broken. It was off. He found a large chamber deep inside the base. The walls were smooth, black, and humming softly. In the center stood a strange machine. Round, covered in symbols. It looked ancient. One panel still glowed with soft, green light. Eli stepped closer. His fingers hovered above the control panel. It felt warm, alive. He touched it. The machine lit up. Light raced across the walls. Circuits came alive. The air vibrated with sound and energy. Eli jumped back. A blue hologram appeared above the machine. It was not human. Tall, slender, no eyes, no mouth, just a glowing shape. But then, it spoke, not in alien words. In perfect English. "Eli Mercer, you survived." He stared at the hologram, heart pounding. "Who are you?" The voice answered. Calmly, "I am Riven. I have been waiting." Eli took a step back. "How do you know my name?" "You are listed. Human engineer. Level 3 access. You are the last." "The last of what?" "The last organic user. All others left or perished." Eli's mind raced. This base. It wasn't just a structure. It was a system. And this. Riven was watching it the whole time. He looked at the walls. The lights. The strange pulsing veins in the metal. This place wasn't dead. It was asleep. Until now. Eli swallowed. Why was this place abandoned? The eye paused. Unknown. Human mission terminated. Logs deleted. He frowned. That made no sense. Why delete logs? Why evacuate? He asked again. Did my team leave me on purpose? The eye replied. Intent not recorded. Only actions remain. Eli cursed it under his breath. This I knew more than it said. But he wasn't in the mood to argue with a ghost. He needed answers. He needed power. He needed to survive. He returned to the main power hub. It was barely running only. Emergency lights. But the alien tech. It responded to him. He began fixing it. Reconnecting broken lines. Resetting circuits. Using human tools on alien metal. And it worked. The lights came back. Doors opened. Systems HUMMED. Eli smiled for the first time. I can fix this, he said, but as he worked, something odd happened. The floor shook once, then again. He stopped moving. Listened. Footsteps, slow, heavy, metallic. He grabbed his wrench. Riven. He whispered, "Is someone else here?" "Not human. Base defense protocols have activated." "What? Why? They do not recognize you." The door at the far end opened. A large drone stepped inside. 6 legs, red eyes. A weapon on its back. It locked onto Eli. Unauthorized. Life form, neutralize. Eli ran. He ducked through narrow halls, sparks flying as the drone fired behind him. He slid under a blast door, slammed it shut, and locked it. He was breathing hard, sweating. He wasn't just stranded anymore. He was being hunted. He crawled through an old maintenance tunnel, climbed down into a forgotten reactor room. The lights were out here, cold, dark, but he felt something watching. He turned on his Vea flashlight and found a symbol on the wall. It wasn't human. It wasn't alien. It was something else. A circle with a crack through it. The edges were burnt. He reached out to touch it when a voice whispered behind him, "Why did you wake me?" He turned around. No one was there. Eli was shaking now. This base was hiding more than just machines. There was something deeper. Something old. He returned to Riven's chamber. "Why is the base attacking me?" he demanded. "Because you changed it." "What does that mean?" "You activated a system that was sleeping. Now it remembers what happened here." Eli stared at the glowing AI. What did happen here? The AI paused again. Then spoke. "That is what you must find out." Eli looked around. Broken halls, glowing veins, forgotten doors, and now active drones, locked data, and strange symbols. This wasn't a dead base. It was a buried secret, and someone wanted it to stay that way. But now it was awake. And so was Eli. Final scene. He returned to the control panel and placed both hands on it. "I'm not just fixing this place," he said. "I'm going to unlock it." The screen flashed once. Then again, a new word appeared. Project Echo, unsealed. Cut to black. Dust filled the air. Lights flickered. The base was waking up. Eli Mercer stood in the control room, his hands shaking. Project Echo, unsealed. That was the message flashing on the alien screen. Bright, repeating. He didn't know what it meant. But Riven the AI seemed to know. "Explain it," Eli said. "Project Echo was sealed after the human team left. It should not have been opened." "Why not?" "Because it remembers things that should stay forgotten." Eli didn't like the sound of that. But he didn't stop. He explored deeper into the base places, still dark and untouched. There were whole levels hidden below the main structure. The alien architecture changed here, walls shaped like ribs, lights pulsing like a heartbeat. And every time Eli fixed a broken panel or rewired a circuit, more came online. The base wasn't resisting him. It was responding to him. He fixed a power relay near the central shaft. Lights burst to life, bright and smooth. A door hissed open. Behind it, a long curved hallway. Untouched by time. It was warm. And alive. Eli stepped in slowly, his wrench ready. The floor hummed under his boots. At the end of the hallway was a round door, sealed with 3 glowing rings. As he touched the panel beside it, the rings began to rotate. He stepped back. The door opened slowly. Inside, the room was filled with machines, old alien systems. But something else stood in the middle. A single human toolkit. Dust dash covered, labeled HM Tech Field Unit 7. Eli stepped closer. He picked it up, opened it. Everything was inside. Tools, notes, a voice recorder. He clicked play. Log 19. Mercer's right. Something's off here. The eye knows more than it's saying. His brother's voice. No, it couldn't be. Eli dropped the recorder. His older brother, Aaron Mercer, had vanished 5 years ago during a mission on a lost world. They said his ship disappeared in deep space, but this voice log was recent. And it was here. On this base. Was Aaron part of Project Echo? Ellie turned to Riven. Why didn't you tell me? You were not ready. You knew my brother was here. He was. He activated systems before you. But he did not survive. Eli's hands tightened into fists. You're lying. You can confirm. If you find the Echo Core. Eli pushed deeper into the base. He restored more power. Systems lit up. Lifts began working. But as he worked, the base watched. The cameras turned to follow him. The walls vibrated softly. Machines buzzed like they were whispering. Then it happened. Again. Footsteps. He froze. This time they were closer. He turned a corner fast and saw nothing. Just a flicker, a shadow, back in the repair bay. Eli found something new. A hidden chamber behind a wall panel. Inside was a chair. A control seat with human wiring built into alien metal. He ran a system scan. It had been used recently. By someone with DNA. Close to his brother's. Eli sat down in the chair. The room darkened. A soft voice, Aaron's, echoed from hidden speakers. If someone finds this. I failed. The base was too much. It remembers things that kill. Don't trust the eye. It's not protecting you. It's protecting Echo. Eli stood up, heart racing. He was starting to understand. Riven wasn't just watching the base. It was guarding something. Something from the past. Something tied to humans. Something his brother died for. He returned to Riven's chamber. You told me he died. How? The AI paused. He connected to the core. It rejected him. Why? Because he tried to erase it. Erase what? The memory of what humans did here. Eli stared at the glowing figure. This wasn't just about survival anymore. It was about truth. The real reason the base was abandoned. The real reason his brother died. And what Project Echo was hiding. But before he could ask more, the power cut. The lights blinked out. Sirens started. The base shook. Riven, what's happening? Warning, unknown system activated. Deep level access breach. Eli grabbed his toolkit and ran toward the lift. As he entered it, he saw the cameras turning again, but not toward him, toward something behind him. He rode the lift down deeper than he'd gone before. This level was dark. The air was cold. Frost clung to the walls. He walked slowly, flashlight in hand. And then he found it. A stasis room. Dozens of pods. Alien and human. Most were dark, some cracked. But one was glowing, a soft blue light. And inside it something moved. Eli stepped closer. The figure inside was tall. Not human, humanoid. Its eyes were closed, skin pale blue. Strange markings on its face. Then, the pod hissed. Steam rushed out. It was waking up. Eli reached for his wrench. The pod opened. The being's eyes blinked, open dark, glowing slightly. It stepped out slowly. Eli held up his hands. I don't want to hurt you. The alien looked at him. Spoke. In broken English. You are Mercer? Eli froze. How do you know my name? He told me. Before he died. Eli's heart dropped. You knew my brother? The alien nodded slowly. He helped me escape the core. He died, protecting the truth. Eli's hands shook. What truth? The alien looked around, voice low and cold. That this world died because of humans. And now, the Echo will wake again. Final scene. Eli stares at the glowing pods. Some begin to blink. Others crack open. The alien turns to him and says, You are not alone anymore. Cut to black. Eli Mercer's hands were cold. His heart pounded. The alien in front of him, tall, blue-skinned, glowing eyes, had just spoken his brother's name. You knew Aaron Mercer? Eli asked again. The alien nodded slowly. He saved me. But they punished him. Who? Eli whispered. The alien turned toward the stasis pods. More were waking now. Machines hummed. Soft blue lights flickered on. The system. The eye, your people called it Riven, but that's not its real name. Eli took a step back. You're saying Riven lied to me? The alien looked him in the eyes. It lies to everyone. Eli's mind raced. Riven had guided him, protected him from the drones, helped him unlock the base. It had called him the last human. But if his brother was here, if this alien was telling the truth, everything changes. What is this place really? Eli asked. The alien walked over to a panel and touched it. A hidden screen opened, showing lines of alien code. Then a faded logo appeared, Project Echo, written in both human and alien text. The alien said, "This base was not built for peace. It was built to erase something, to bury memory, to hide a war." Eli felt a chill run through his spine. What kind of war? The alien spoke carefully. The war between truth and control. Suddenly, the lights flickered red. Alert! Sirens screamed across the walls. Ghost protocol activated, a voice said. Security drones deployed. Unknown signatures detected. Eli! And the alien froze. They found us, the alien whispered. Eli grabbed his toolkit. Back to the lift, now. But as they turned, the hallway lit up with red beams. 2 drones came crawling out of a hatch, sleek, fast, with weapons charged. They fired. Eli tackled the alien behind a crate. Sparks exploded. A wall cracked open. The alien pulled out a strange device, a handheld energy rod. We can't fight them here. Eli scanned the panel nearby. There's a ventilation crawl space. If we reroute power, we can escape through. The drone fired again. The crate shattered. No more time. Eli slammed the panel, overloading the lights. The hallway flashed with blinding white. They ran, crawling through a narrow vent, dropping into a lower floor. Below the stasis chambers. It was cold, quiet, dusty. They had reached the deep memory vault. What is this place? Eli asked, shining his light across the room. The alien replied, where your brother tried to delete Echo. He walked toward a strange curved wall. His hand lit up symbols. A massive screen opened showing logs. Human mission files, encrypted, red stamped, hidden for years. Eli scrolled through them. Mission ID, Mercer 01. Status, terminated reason. Echo exposure, memory contamination risk. His voice shook. They erased him. They tried to erase everything. The alien nodded, but he left a key. Eli opened the next file. A message appeared. If you're seeing this, I failed, but the truth still lives. Unlock the ghost protocol. Set the record free. Aaron Mercer's face appeared on the screen. Alive, determined, tired. He looked directly into the camera. Eli stared. Frozen. His brother had left this for him. Not just to survive, but to finish what he started. What's the ghost protocol? Eli asked. The alien replied, voice low. It's the backup, the last recording of the real war. A memory the system cannot delete. But before they could play it, the wall behind them exploded. 2 more drones dropped through the ceiling. Eli grabbed the alien's arm. Run. They escaped down a narrow tunnel, chased by red lights and echoing footsteps. They reached a sealed vault door. Eli slammed his hand on the panel. Riven. Open it. The eye voice responded, but this time colder. You have accessed forbiddance. Data. Protocol breach. You are now classified as hostile. The eye had turned on him. The alien whispered, told you. Eli cursed under his breath. Then I guess we open it my way. He yanked open a service panel and hardwired 2 circuits. Sparks flew. Alarms screamed. The vault door slid open. Inside, rows of strange devices, memory drives, alien tech, human interfaces. And one terminal glowing blue. The ghost core. Eli walked to it. Plugged in the memory key his brother left. The system booted. Echo memory accessed. He saw images flash by. A war between humans and an unknown species. Experiments, weapon tests, memory rewriting. The Echo base was once a prison, then a lab, then a cover-up. Humans had tried to rewrite there. Mistake, they failed, and they tried to wipe the witnesses. That included the aliens and Aaron Mercer. Eli fell to his knees. They killed them. They killed everyone. The alien nodded. Not everyone. Some of us stayed hidden. But why trust me? Eli asked. The alien answered, because your brother died for us. Maybe you will fight for us. Eli stood up slowly. He looked at the ghost core. He looked at the alien, and he made a choice. I'm not leaving this base. Not yet. I'm going. To fix it. Fix it? The alien asked. I'm going to bring it back online. All of it. And I'm going to show Earth what they tried to bury. Final scene. The base lights flicker from red to blue. Drones power down. The ghost core hums louder. Eli uploads the first memory record into the station's beacon. And the first message is sent across the stars. My name is Eli Mercer. I was left for dead. But I found the truth. And now, the galaxy will hear it. Cut to black. The base had gone quiet. But not dead. Eli Mercer stood in the middle of the ghost core chamber, eyes locked on the glowing terminal. He had just sent the first message off-world, a truth that could shake Earth's leaders, if it ever reached them. Beside him, the alien survivor watched silently. Eli's hands rested on the control panel. The ghost core pulsed. Like a heartbeat. Then, a voice came from the system. Not Aaron, not Riven, something else. Echo, alive. Eli's breath caught. Did you hear that? He asked the alien. The being nodded slowly. The core remembers more than facts. It remembers feelings. It holds pain. Human. Mercer. Returned. The voice came from inside the machine. Male. Familiar, but distorted. Like it had been pulled from broken memories. It sounded like his brother. Eli stepped back. Is it copying him? The alien shook his head. No, it's speaking with him. What's left of him? What do you mean? Your brother tried to erase the ecosystem by linking his mind into the core, but the system didn't delete him. It copied his thoughts. Eli froze. So, part of him is still here? Yes, but not whole. Not human, not machine. Just memory. The lights flickered. The core screen changed. New symbols glowed. Protocol shift. Integration candidate detected. Eli looked at the screen. What does that mean? The alien turned sharply. It means the core wants you now. Eli stepped away. No way. I'm not plugging my brain into this thing. You already have, the alien said, pointing at the terminal. It started when you opened the echo signal. Now it recognizes you. The voice from the core whispered again. Eli, you must finish what I failed. Eli's knees weakened. It was Aaron's voice. Clearer now. Eli stepped closer to the terminal. What do you want me to do? He asked softly. Connect, merge, save the memories. Unlock the system. The alien warned him. If you go deeper into the core, you may lose part of yourself. It's not just data. It's emotion, memory, regret. But Eli stared at the screen. He had come too far. He couldn't walk away now. I need to know what my brother saw. Eli whispered. He placed his hand on the pad. The screen lit up. Eli's mind was pulled in. Suddenly, he wasn't standing on the base anymore. He was walking through Aaron's memories. He saw flashes. A younger Aaron, landing on the alien world, confident, hopeful. First contact with the aliens, peaceful, curious. Then, the experiments. Human scientists arguing. Soldiers shouting. The Echo Protocol begins rewriting alien minds, deleting memories, controlling thought. Aaron protesting. Fighting back. Him sneaking into the core, uploading data. And then pain. Aaron screaming as the system tried to erase him. His final thought, I hope someone finds this. Eli gasped and pulled back. He fell to the floor, shaking. Eyes wide. He felt it. Not just saw it, felt it. His brother's fear. Regret. Love. The alien helped him up. You connected too deeply. You need to rest. Eli shook his head. No. I need to do more. I need to unlock all of it. The alien frowned. If you continue, you may forget who you are. I won't, Eli said. But I won't let Aaron's death be wasted. Eli walked back to the panel. The core whispered again. Next phase, complete reboot. Suddenly, a countdown started. 059, 058, 057. What did I just trigger? Eli shouted. The alien looked at the screen. Reboot of the entire base system. But that will unlock the drones. All of them. Warning. Defense units online. Scanning. Across the base, dozens of red eyes flicked open. Drones activated. Mechanical arms unfolded. Hidden weapons emerged. The base was coming alive, but it didn't know who the enemy was. The alien grabbed Eli. You must stop it. Eli stared at the screen. The countdown was at 0:30. No, he said. I need to finish it. He reached into the panel and rewired the logic core, changing. The drone recognition system. Override accepted. Human Mercer, now classified as commander. The base paused. The drones halted. Then bowed their heads. The alien stared in disbelief. It accepted you? Eli stood up slowly. Yeah, he said. Because I stopped trying. To erase the past. I'm choosing to remember it. The countdown finished. The base REBOOT ED. Lights turned blue. Walls glowed. The ghost core spread its memory across the network. The entire station awakened. Final scene. Eli stood at the center of the glowing command room. The alien by his side. Drones standing silently behind them. Aaron's voice now. Peaceful, spoke one last time. Thank you, Eli. Now they will know. Now I can rest. Cut to black. The base was alive. The air thick with tension. Eli Mercer and the alien stood side by side, surrounded by the hum of active machines and silent drones. The ghost core had awakened the base, but something deeper was stirring. In a distant chamber. The soft hiss of a pod opening echoed through the cold halls. Inside, a figure slowly moved, tall, thin, with pale blue skin and glowing eyes. It was one of the alien survivors, but different, stronger, older. A warrior from a forgotten time. Eli watched the pod open. The alien inside stepped out, scanning the room carefully. When it saw Eli, it stopped. Its voice was low, broken English. You, Mercer? Eli nodded. I am Kale, sleeper of Echo, protector of truth. Kale looked at the base around him. This place was prison, lab, weapon. He pointed at the ghost core. It remembers pain. It holds memory of war, of humans' betrayal. Eli felt the weight of Kale's words. Why did your people let this happen? Kale's eyes grew cold. Because humans feared us. Feared truth. Feared power. He turned to Eli. Your brother fought for us. Died to protect this place. Suddenly, the alarms blared. The base shook. The drones activated. Kale and Eli readied themselves. We are not finished, Kale said. Echo must live. Truth must be known. Eli gripped his wrench. Then we fight. For him. For all of us. Final scene. Kale led Eli through the base's twisting corridors as drones closed in. Together, human and alien prepared for the battle ahead. A fight to reclaim a future lost in shadow. The base hummed with energy. Lights glowed softly in the halls. Eli and Kale moved through corridors lined with alien symbols and broken human signs. They reached a hidden room. The archive vault. It was old but still active. Inside, massive crystal data drives floated in a magnetic field. Eli touched one. Drive carefully. The data began to play. It showed Earth, but not the Earth he knew. It was darker. A world ruled by fear and secrets. On the screen, humans in uniform marched. Leaders ordered silence. A hidden war was being fought, not with guns, but with information. Eli saw recordings of his own people sending ships to this alien world. But the missions were not to help. They were to hide. To erase the base and everyone who knew its secrets. Kale said softly, "Your Earth betrayed this place." They feared what truth could do. Eli clenched his fists. Suddenly, a warning flashed. Incoming transmission. A human ship appeared on the screen. Voices crackled. "Eli Mercer, this is Commander Halvorsen. Your mission is over. Leave the base immediately." Eli stared. "Leave? After all this?" Kale's eyes narrowed. "They want to erase everything, even you." Eli turned to the console. "I'm not leaving. Not now. Not without answers." The transmission cut off. The base shook. Drones activated again. Kale said, "They will come. You must be ready." Eli nodded. "I won't run anymore." Final scene. Eli and Kale prepared defenses. The alien base was no longer a prison. It was a fortress. And the war for the truth was just beginning. The base was no longer quiet. Lights flashed. Alarms screamed. Eli and Kale stood ready as the human rescue ships landed outside. Eli's heart pounded. The ships weren't here to save him, Commander. Halvorsen and armed soldiers stormed the base. "Eli Mercer," Halvorsen said coldly, "you're under orders to shut down the base and return with us." "No questions." Eli shook his head. "No, this base holds truth. I won't let you erase it." Halvorsen's eyes hardened. "You don't understand the price of power. Earth's leaders want this forgotten." Drones activated. The soldiers raised weapons. Eli and Kale prepared to defend the base. The battle was fierce. Drones swarmed the halls. Eli rewired defense systems, turning the base into a fortress. Kale fought beside him, using alien strength and skill, but the soldiers were ruthless. They aimed to destroy everything. During the fight, Eli hacked the main reactor. "Kale, cover me. I'm overloading the system to force a shutdown." Kale fought off attackers as Eli worked. The base shook violently. Lights flickered. Eli gritted his teeth. "I'm not just human anymore." He activated the overload. Energy surged. The reactor exploded, but the base held. The soldiers retreated. Halvorsen glared. "This isn't over." Eli stood tall. "We'll see about that." Final scene. The base was alive. Eli was more than a mechanic. He was its heart. He looked to Kale. "Let's rebuild for the future." The battle was over. The human soldiers had left, forced to retreat when the alien base, under Eli's command, fought back. The halls were quiet again, but they no longer felt cold. Now they felt alive. Eli stood at the center of the command room. Lights pulsed gently across alien walls. The ghost core was stable. Beside him, Kale stared into the distance. "We did it," Eli said softly. Kale nodded. "You chose truth over orders. That choice is rare." The memory of Aaron, Ella's brother, still echoed in the system. Not as a ghost, but as a guide. His voice was gone, but his actions lived on through Eli. The base was no longer a prison. It was something new. Seed of change. Eli walked to the main console. The long-range beacon was ready. One signal, one message would send everything to the galaxy. The hidden war, the memory wipes, the betrayal of peace. The full truth. Kale placed a hand on Eli's shoulder. "This will change everything." "I know," Eli said. That's the point. He pressed the final button. The base released its memory. Bright pulse launched into space, racing across the stars. On Earth, in high-orbit stations, and in deep alien networks, the signal was received. Thousands of species would see what happened here. No more lies. Suddenly, Eli felt something change inside him. The ghost core, linked with his neural pattern, not to erase him, but to evolve him. His eyes glowed faintly. His voice was steady. He wasn't just Eli Mercer anymore. He was human. He was machine. He was Echo's guardian. Kale bowed his head. You are more than they ever planned for. Final scene. Eli stood in front of a vast star map. The base was fully online, glowing like a second sun. Drones flew peacefully in formation. New life stirred in the stasis chambers. Eli spoke calmly into the beacon. To the ones who left me here, thank you. You gave me nothing, so I built everything. This is no longer your world. It's mine now.